Hi there everyone. Today I'm going to show you a childhood lunch that I had when I was about 7 or 8 years old in my school cafeteria. And it was one of my favorite lunches. And I've thought about it through all these years. It's kind of similar to pigs in blankets, but that's not what it is. And every so often we would get that for lunch in my school cafeteria, and I remember always just really liking it. And through the years I've thought about this. I've thought about this lunch for so many years, thinking I want to make it, but it's so darn simple. It is absolutely easy peasy to make. But I did look online and I described it under a Google search, and it came up as Wiener Wakes. So there actually is a name for it. And I'm going to make it today, and this is going to be the first time I've made this. The only time I've made it in my whole life. But it definitely is exactly what I grew up on in the cafeteria. And I really, really liked them. So it's a real simple, easy, fast recipe. And it's so nice that you can make something so good that's so easy. So let's go back about maybe 50 years. I hope you enjoy this as much as I do. Thanks. So you want to have hot dogs. One hot dog is going to go in each slice of bread. You want to have toothpicks. A slice of cheese for each piece of bread. Now I'm using cheddar, but the way that it was done in the 60s was white bread and American cheese. But I'm using some kind of an off-white. It's got some seeds in it, and then I'm using cheddar. So what you're going to take is about a teaspoon, or between a teaspoon and a tablespoon of butter, and you're going to put it on one side of the bread, just like this. And it depends on how much butter, anywhere between 1 teaspoon and 1 tablespoon. And then you're going to flip it over and put your cheese diagonally on the slice of bread. And then you're going to add a hot dog diagonally, just like this. And you're going to poke a toothpick all the way through the bread, just like this. And then you're going to place it on a baking dish, and we're going to bake this. I'm going to make 2 of them for about 15 minutes, give or take a few minutes. Now these hot dogs are jumbo, and I probably should have gotten the smaller ones, and the bread is kind of small too, which is kind of ironic. But so you might have to put, well, I'm going to have to put 2 toothpicks in this. So now we're going to put this in the oven at 350 for about 15 minutes. Okay, I did this for 20 minutes. I checked it after 15. There is one recipe that says 30 minutes, but I never take that for granted. So these are done. They are crispy, and that's how I remember the bread being toasty. So I'm going to let these cool before we try them. Okay, everyone, we're going to taste this. But first of all, I just want to give you a few tips that I learned. This bread is very small, and I have never bought it before, and just use a regular slice of bread. Mine was way too small. And I used the jumbo hot dogs, and for this bread I should have used the smaller ones. But this looks identical, other than what I had in the 60s was just pure white bread. My mom used to buy Langendorf, Kilpatrick's, and Wonder Bread, and that's what we grew up on when we were little. But this has got a little twist to it, so I'm going to give this a try. Tastes exactly the same. Even though the bread and the cheese were different. This is very nostalgic. Basically, cheese, butter, bread, and a hot dog. And that's what we had in the 1960s. So I'm sure a lot of you that are close to my age probably have these in the cafeteria for their lunch too. This is just going down memory lane. And I really still love them just like I did when I was a kid. So, hope you give this a try. It's really good. Now I'm going to devour it off camera. Thank you so much for watching. The other side is toasty. I wanted to show that to you.